Hey guys, what's up? It's MatchPoint here, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you the ultimate guide to entry fragging in Rainbow Six Siege. So if you do find this video useful, consider dropping a like on the video, and if there are any topics that you would like me to cover next, make sure to comment them down below so I know you're interested. If you do end up having any questions about the video or the topic in itself, make sure to come by when I'm live on Twitch on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Feel free to ask me them there, when we can have a conversation about it, or in the Discord, and there will be links down below. Now, if you didn't already know, entry fragging is a specific role that you can play in Siege, and I'm going to be giving you everything that it consists of, a bit more detail on it, and as well lots of tips and tricks and methods so you can be one of the best entry fraggers in your team. Whether you solo queue or play in a 5-stack, entry fragging is still relevant, and it can be a great role that you can play even when you are solo. Now, first of all, I'm going to be giving you a generalised idea of what the term entry fragging means and a little bit more detail on it. Now, an entry fragger is someone who can get in the map early on and methodically and strategically take over that map control bit by bit, and as well make sure that map control has been cleared and secured for your team. Now, there is a fine line here. You're not going to be rushing in. When you are rushing in, you're running around like a headless chicken, you have no intel, and quite frankly, you're just hoping for the best. Entry fragging is a methodical process. You need to be making sure every room is clear. You can gain that map control early on for your team and start pushing into sight. As well, looking to clear those roamers out is a big part of entry fragging. An entry fragger might be someone who is first in the team to set eyes on an anchor or another player who is holding down the site. Now, this does not mean an entry fragger's sole job is to frag out and pull a load of kills. Part of an entry fragger's job is to pick up kills, don't get me wrong, but this doesn't mean you need to solely focus on it and put 100% into kills. Instead, you also need to be making sure that you are gaining that map control early on in the round and the game for your team. And you may be thinking, well, MatchPoint, why do I need to be doing that? What's the importance of gaining that map control? Well, map control is really what does decide a game. And I have covered a guide on map control, ways to take it over, ways to stop it from being taken over by the other team, and there will be a card in the top right if you do require that information. Now, let me give you an example to show you why it is important as an entry fragger to take over that map control securely for your team. For example, let's say we're playing on Chalet, and you as an entry fragger are going to be clearing the top and the lobby area, which is right above Snowmobile Garage. Now, I'll walk you through it as if we were going to be entry fragging. Now, when you are in the lobby and you are going to be clearing that area, once you've made sure that is clear and you've gained that map control and took it over for your team, this is what other players can do. Operators such as Buck, Sledge, can come in now for that vertical play. They can start getting their vertical play in because you've took over that map control quickly and efficiently. They can gradually be setting up for that now as you've cleared it and made sure that you have taken over the map control and you are holding it. Now, your job as an entry fragger now, once you've cleared the main parts for your team's push and strategy that you've got in mind, is to go ahead and move on to site, and you can do this simply by heading down the lobby stairs. Now, a part of entry fragging that I have missed out up until now is the actual start phase, what you're going to be doing when you actually enter this building and you haven't just gone ahead and cleared the lobby. Now, there is a reason why I ended up missing this part out, and it's because a lot of players go wrong here. What you need to be doing with your drone in the prep phase is not looking for that site. Other team members, that's their job. Instead, your role as an entry fragger is to set up your drone near your entry point. The entry point is going to be the point of the room or the door where you are going to be entering as soon as you start moving in. You can set up your drone near your entry point, so as soon as you're about to go in, you can do it very quickly simply by flicking onto your drone for a second, checking it's clear and moving on in. Remember, you're not rushing in blindly, you're methodically using your drone to your advantage to gain that intel. Now that I have explained the process and the tips for entry fragging, I'm going to be giving you some examples of operators who will normally entry frag. Now, the main three that comes to mind personally when I think of entry fragging are going to be Ash, Zofia and IQ. As well, there are other operators that can entry frag on top of that, but the main ones that comes to mind, the main three are going to be them. Now, the main reasons why these are going to be entry fraggers is because their ability is designed to help them get into the site or get into where they need to go quicker, and as well, they are going to be 2 to 3 speed operators. And the speed is simply an added bonus, and it does help them to go quicker. Now, one thing I do want to mention here is going to be in regards to the sites and the attachment that you will be using when entry fragging. Now, I do get asked this question a lot when I am live streaming on Twitch, which is why are you using the holographic when you could simply just pick the ACOG? Now, this is an operator such as Zofia, for example. She does have access to that ACOG, and when I am going to be entry fragging, I'm going to choose to run that holo. The reason why I'm going to be running a holographic is because it's a lot quicker and easier to clear those rooms. It makes it a ton easier because you're not going to be zoomed in, you've got a wider field of view with that holographic, and it's going to make your life a lot easier as an entry fragger. As well, I do also find it a lot easier to flick onto enemies because I can see what's going on around me a bit more, as I'm not too focused in with the ACOG. And that, my friends, is the only guide you'll ever need for entry fragging. If you do require any other tips and tricks for Steel Wave or operator guides such as ones for Ace and Malusi, well, I have covered them and they will be on the channel, and as well there will be an end screen at the end of the video with them guides. And that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you have all enjoyed. If you did or you found this video useful, then make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more tips and tricks like this. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.